Hey everybody, this is TJ Watkins, author of The Shift, Moving from Victim to Exploratory Self. Welcome to day 20. I am so excited that we made it to the end of week 4. This is unbelievable. Today we are going to explore open applications in your mind. And this is a skill that you will have to learn to master if you want to have any peace in your life. And these apps look like this. It's your worry app. And so if you're worrying about money, then your application to worry about money is open up in your head. If you have an application that's worrying about your career or things you need to get done, then that is an app open in your head. If you have an application that is worrying about your relationship, whether you're going to get one, whether this one is good enough, what's going to happen, then that is an app that's open in your head. If you have an application that, oh, what am I going to do with my physical health? I'm overweight, then that will be an app open in your head. And your ability to close the apps in your head is going to determine the level of peace that you enjoy in your daily life. So here we go. How do we go about doing that? Whenever an app is open in your head, you must watch the context of that app when it communicates with you. So for example, if I'm worried about my weight, as an example, because I get that a lot from people talking to me. Oh, I'm so worried, I'm so fat, I'm so this, I'm so that. It's all good, you know. The reason why the worry increases is because you know there's certain promises that you have broken to yourself. And that's being real. This is not to be hurtful, this is just to be real. And when you break these promises to yourself, then it accumulates. And that accumulation of the broken promises starts slowly dissipating your energy and your confidence in this area. And the way to do this, to close this app in your head, is just to start applying and practicing the small little steps that you know you need to in that particular area. And that closes that app. But when you do this other trick with it, and you start fast forwarding it into the future, that I won't be able to lose weight by X amount, by X time, and everybody's going to judge me, and then that is another way for you to keep an app open. And when you keep that app open because of future worry, again, you have to come back to the present and just practice on what you can do. And you may have to make a note that I will revisit this in 2 weeks from now. Put your head to rest. An interesting skill and an interesting technique to learn is that sometimes your mind will loop so many times on an issue that you may have to take some action on it right now. I may have to go to my computer and write a whole plan or schedule out on a particular thing that I need to do that is of concern with me right now, just to give myself the peace of closing that app. The problem is nobody teaches this. Nobody teaches us to close the apps in our head. They teach us how to cope with having many apps open, but they do not teach us how to close the apps. If you are worried about the relationship, as an example, as an open app in your head, then what have you neglected to do in that relationship that is creating the worry? You see, life is always going to be playing this little game with you. If you do what you need to do and follow through on what you need to and keep your promises to yourself, this mind goes at ease. And it goes a different direction. It builds confidence and trust mostly self-trust. And it makes you trust your words and your actions. The thing that, on the flip side of it, when you don't do the basics, when you don't do the little things, you start neglecting it. And an accumulation of neglect eventually will show up in your life. So on a longer term goal, you're not eating right for a week, not a big deal. You're not eating well or eating junk food for 3 or 6 months, guess what? The results will show up. The same with exercise. The same with not valuing a loved one in a relationship. If you don't feed the goose that lays the golden egg, you're not going to have golden eggs for a while, or ever, if you don't learn that skill. So today, you have to recognize first the apps that are open in your head right now, and come up with identifying what is it that you've neglected in those areas. Make a list and start doing those things every single day. You will hear me say this countless times. If you want to be at peace and create a level of success in your life, and success just meaning creating the outcomes you desire, then it's going to mean you're doing small things every single day, not just the big things. I wish you a fantastic weekend. Go out, practice, have fun with this, make your life amazing and an amazing exploratory journey. Until I see you again. Cheers.